おはようございます、皆さん。
おはようございます。
レイドしましょうか。レイドというのは簡単に言うと、他の国のリストリームにみんなで同じ文章を打ち込んで挨拶をするというものですね。次のレイドはロシアになります。今からチャットにレイドで使う文章を貼るので、皆さんこれをコピーして準備しておいてください。このリストリームウラーという文章が今回皆さんで打ち込む文章になります。まず流れとしては、みんなでリストリームを開いて、そのリストリームのチャットに私が最初にこの文章を書き込むので、それを見たら皆さんで一斉にチャットに打ち込んでもらうというものになります。あんまりずっと言い続けると、ただの嵐になってしまうので、打ち込んだらすぐに帰ってきましょう。で、まず私が最初に必ずやるので、私が合図をしてから言ってくださいね。先走らないようにお願いします。ということで、配信開いて準備を皆さんしておいてください。もうちょっとしたら、皆さんが準備できたかなと思ったら行うので。それじゃあそろそろ準備はいいですかね。マジフォロワー限定チャット？じゃあフォローして。$1,500 in pot bonuses. It's an event that you do not want to miss. You can find out more at fastatcc.com. 1分必要みたいなんでフォローした後。私の環境だと1分になってますね。なので、2分後にやります。2分後に。私の Windows の時計が6時24分45秒になったらやります。もうしばらくお待ちください。今のうちにフォローしてください。ロシアンディストリームを。人数でバレるかな？大丈夫じゃないかな？皆さん準備は大丈夫ですか？あと1分です。皆さんおさらいしておきましょうか。打ち込む文章をもう一度貼っておきますね。これが打ち込む文章です。大丈夫。みんなそんなずっと見てない。ずっと見てない。それじゃあ皆さん準備はいいですか？ 5、4、3、2、1、GO! Now I know you guys make miracles happen. So go in and send in those donations if you want to see that happen. I know you want to see it happen. Thank you, Anonymous, for your $150 donation, chipping in to see the task spot play Celeste. 皆さん大丈夫ですか？あんまり長いをしてはいけませんよ。迷惑がかかってしまいますからね。
Rope Mayor donates $50 that says most enjoyable SGDQ to this day. I'm really enjoying the stream. Keep up the good work and greetings from Austin.
大丈夫大丈夫。では皆さん、この次のロックマン11が終わった後にフランスへのレイドがありますので、もしよければそちらもお付き合いください。それじゃあ私はレイドが終わったので役割は終わったということで、皆さんこの後も GDQ 楽しんでください。
はい、ありがとうございました。次のゲームがロックマン11なんですけど、解説者がいないので誰かお願いします。
Always a pleasure to watch SGDQ. Bravo to the staff, the crowd, and the runners for the spectacle. I hope the task spot Celeste incentive will make it. Have a nice day, everybody. Merci.
自分ロックマンシリーズ全然やったことないからわかんないんですよね。普通にプレイしたぐらいでも大丈夫です。
Apaya, thank you for your $50 donation that says thank you to SGDQ, all the great runners, commentators, and hosts, and, of course, Doctors Without Borders. Gaming donates $25 that says SGDQ has been amazing so far. Great runs, great people, and a great event. All of you are awesome. If I didn't have to sleep, I would watch non-stop.
今回はノーアウトオブバウンズのレースなんで壁抜きはないと思われます。
Jim Avery, thank you for your $50 donation. If humans can play Celeste and it looks like robots, then what does a robot playing Celeste look like? I need to know. Coffee Kumi, thank you for your $30 donation. It says, this is my first time donating to GDQ. Awesome job. This event is a joy to watch thanks to all the staff, runners, and couches that make it possible. Especially the couches. The couches look so lovely at these events. They're beautiful. Let's see Task Spot blast through Celeste.
ボーナスゲームはこれ言っちゃっていいのかな。
$20 from Heza says, absolutely loving SGDQ this year. Keep up the great work, everyone. Let's make task spots.
ボーナスゲーム5は
I agree.
セレステのタスなんですけど、17万5000ドル集まったらやるんですけど、今6万5477ドルなんで、まあ集まったらなんで結構厳しそうですよね。 難易度、ロックマン11の難易度はノーマルって書いてあるから、ノーマルだと思います。ノーマル、ノーアウトオブバウンズのレースなので、ノーマルで壁抜けなしのレースですね。
And thank you, Emerald T, for your $100 donation that says TaskBot Hype. Are you sure you guys aren't the robots? I'm just saying. Got robots in the audience here. All right, guys, let's. I want to know what your favorite robot master is. I want to hear some answers here.
普通に1回プレイしたくらいの方でも大丈夫なのでよかったら解説応募してくれると助かります。
Those are all great answers. The correct answer is Sheepman. We have a $50 donation from Am Sturdy that says, have to donate for Celeste to just finish the game for the first time this week in 30 hours. Really want to see it get destroyed later tonight. We're moving it a little bit by bit. We're only at $66,452, but I know we can make it happen. We can get to 175,000. We got to make that happen, guys, okay? All right, we got one more question for the audience and for those at home. Best Mega Man game. Let's go. You guys are incorrect. The real answer is Mega Man Soccer. Thank you guys so much for playing.
始まりそうですね。
I'm looking at chat. Chat says 7, 2, X. Soccer. Yeah, see? This guy's got it here. I mean, man, soccer, dude. It's the best. Jojo Chico, thank you for your $25 donation that says first time donator. Love everything about GDQ. Shout out to everyone watching SGDQ all week. Thank you to everyone for putting on this event. And Lesbic, thank you for your $25 donation that says shout outs from Brazil. Put this money on TaskBot because I love all the work the TaskBot crew does to break the beloved games we already love. Tom157, thank you for your $10 donation. That says, shout outs to my man rocking it in the crowd. Every year I expect him to be there, and he never disappoints. Thank you, Gordon Fearman. That says donates $250. That says beep boop, that spot, good use, some love. I agree. Oh, this is Danimal Cannon. Oh wow, this is a really good song. Crank it up, please. K Taco, thank you for your $30 donation that says, hey guys, loving the Mega Man runs. Keep up the good
現地
work.
が今もう夕方過ぎたくらい、
For everlasting
4
peace
時
to
くらい
the
でだいぶ人増えてきましたね。
I just wanted to remind everyone that we got a grand prize, and it is the Legend of Zelda theme replica Master Sword and Hylian Shield provided by the Heroic Replicas. The minimum donation amount though is $200, but it's okay. It can be cumulative, so you know you throw in a $5 over here, you sneak in a little $10. You sneak in that that really $13.37. Let's be honest. I know you guys do it. But if you want to get your chance to win a amazing prize, gotta send us those donations, guys. Got to send them in. Dude, Grandmountain Stage is a great song. Rockman 40 does not get enough love. Terry27, thank you for your $40 donation that says TaskBot is best bot. I agree. Alright, we're slowly getting there with that bonus game, but I don't think you guys are feeling it. I mean, we're just under $70,000 for TaskBot plays less, but we need 175,000. I know you guys can make it happen. Let's make it happen, guys. Because I know you guys love those orbs. Come on.
今セレステタスの ドネート
I'm not
募
wrong.
集してますね。
I know memes. Let's make it happen, guys, okay? Here's someone that donated $35, 17 cups of coffee. That is just chanting, TAS, 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 TAS. There you go. We can make it happen. I know we can. Thank you, Bismarck, for your $150 donation that says
次のロックマン11が
and it just keeps getting
今度
better.
パソコン版だから結構時間かかってるのかな。ロックマン11が去年の10月に発売したゲームで、比較的新しめのゲームらしいです。11で導入された新要素のダブルギアシステムを使って進んでいきます。おはようございます。で、次のロックマン11なんですけど、解説の方はいないので、一回遊んだくらいでも大丈夫なので、どなたか解説入ってくれると助かります。カテゴリーが any% のノーマルで、ノーアウトオブバウンズのレースなので、壁抜けなしですね。
Thank you for your $20 donation that says, I've been watching GDQ for 3 years now, and I've tried to donate every year. I may not always donate a lot, but every little bit counts. Thank you all for your amazing work, and Task Block hype! Every bit counts. I agree, Kira. Every bit counts. We got a $500 donation from Anonymous. Woo! Look at that. Come on, man. Clap for that. That says, I for one welcome our new taskbot overlords. I agree.
ボーナスゲーム5のドネート、さっき6万9000とかだったと思うんですけど、今はもう7万1000ドルですね。もう2000ドルくらい増えてます。
John94, thank you for your $30 donation that says taskbot. But of course, shout out to all people there and the donators who make
なん
this
かロックマンの
successful.
コスプレしてる人いますね。解説なんですけど、 まずジャパニーズリストリームのディスコードチャンネルに参加して、
And don't forget, guys, when you guys are donating, when you donate a certain amount, you can put yourselves to win some pretty amazing prizes.
ディスコードのコマンドってあった？
Until our bonus game, which we will definitely meet. I don't even doubt that. You can get a couple cool prizes. So if you donate $40, you can get yourself a Mega Man 2 quill. It is beautiful. It is gorgeous. I don't know how people have the talent to do this. I can't. That looks like it would hurt my fingers so badly.
チャンネルの下の方に解説オーバーこちらってパネルがあると思うので、そちらからお願いします。
And it's cool. Has all your 11 robot masters. It's pretty nice, pretty sweet. You can also get your chance if you donate only just $5. You can get the Bit Brigade presents Mega Man 2, which is a beautiful vinyl. And I mean, if you like Mega Man music, then obviously it's just speaks for itself.
次のロックマン11がパソコン版みたいなので、それで時間がかかってるかもしれないです。
Xana, thank you for your $50 donation that says Taskbot Hype! Let's get this train rolling already.
ボーナスゲームのドネートまた2000ドルくらい増えてます。
Wow. Another great SGDQ. Keep up the awesome work. Gotta see Taskbot Celeste. I agree. I agree. For those wondering where we are right now on the bonus game, we kind of pushed it up a bit, a little better, 74,289. But I know we got a ways to go if we want to make that happen, guys. You guys want to see the Taskbot. You guys want to see the Celeste. You guys want to see the orbs. Come on, orb. Yes, come on. Let's make it happen. If I have to do some poyos for you guys, so be it. I'll be a monkey for you guys. Send in those donations, okay? We got a $40 donation from Little Joe that says, I've turned up the bass and rock and roll into some awesome Rockman speedruns. Fellow viewers, let's continue this protocol to donate mega bucks for a great cause. Gotta love the puns, dude. Gotta love them. Thank you, Nintasius, for your $5 donation that says one last donation for my boy Mega Man. Great work from the runners, staff, and donors. It's been one heck of a show this year and an inspiration to gamers and streamers alike, not just speedrunners either. Keep it up, everyone.
「まだ結構時間かかる感じなのかな」
Whiskey with a one donates $200 that says thank you GDQ and Doctors Without Borders for a banner event with this year's Summer Games Done Quick. Wait, Lord, this donor wants Taskbot playing Celeste. All right. You guys, it's time for some Mega Man 11.
始まるみたいですね。
Take it away.
Yo, what's up, everybody? How's your SGDQ
で
going?、
どうやらチャットで解説してくださる方がいるみたいなので、よろしくお願いします。
And our other good boy, Qttsix.
確か Qttsix さんが中国かこの辺の方ですよね。
They're having a conversation. I don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, we were just wondering about that. I guess we'll introduce ourselves in case anybody forgot who we were. We got
台湾の人か。
Nice to meet you. PJ, and I'm still Johnny. Still here. They haven't kicked me out of the country yet. All right.
台湾人らしいです。
All right. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are ready. Good? You're good? All right. Are you guys ready?
Are we ready? Come on, guys.
This is going to be good. We've got keyboard versus gamepad.
キーボード VS コントローラーらしいです。グッドラック。
So this route, it changed a little bit in the early days, but it got solidified pretty fast that Impact was going to be the first stage, just because it's kind of like a burner.
最初はパイルマンステージに進みます。
Horizontally, really quick, and it's a little bit faster than sliding. It's great to know that the slide is back from Mega Man 10 being, it took a little bit of a hiatus, and it also has a turbo button in this game, so it's a little bit nice for us people that want to take it a little easy on the mashing to have a little bit of a easier time.
Yeah, Mega Man 11 added quite a lot of really nice quality of life changes. As you can see, these quick summons, these quick summons with Rush Coil and Rush Jet, you'll see later. There's a dedicated button for Rush Coil and Jet now instead of having to menu or quick swap to it. So it makes it really convenient not only for getting Rush out there and using him, but also to deselect certain buttons.
Nice jump.
The double two-framers.
The other big change was the addition of the speed gear and power gear. So you're going to see coming up soon, they're going to use speed gear to slow down time. And they're also going to use power gear to overcharge their weapons, kind of like X, where you can charge up your special weapons.
Yeah, ideally we don't want to use speed gear too much, because it does slow the game down, but it does make Mega Man move faster than the enemies. You see them jumping over the more OCs there really easily with speed gear, so.
Coming up to a mini boss, and we're going to show off our fully charged buster if we can.
Yeah, like Sage said, we got a power gear, and there's a couple different things. There's a double buster shot, but there's also a double gear type shot here.
このゲームはダブルギアシステムという2つのギアがあるんですけど、基本的にはパワーギアしか使いません。
You kind of see that underneath their health and ammo, there's a little bar there, and if they utilize too much power gear and speed gear without letting it cool off, it will burn out, and they have to wait until it fully cools off before they can use it again.
Really scary room here, using the iframes to get to the spikes.
Really nice.
They
Really
both
made it through.
Yeah,
Really good, really good.
that's a really scary room.
And that room was one of the main reasons that Impact is viable first now, because that room is extremely slow. The platforms snake all the way through it, so being able to skip like straight through the middle and cut all those cycles out really solidified this route.
Yeah, definitely. Faster going up and around. QTT right behind him. So yeah, so a big thing to really, I guess, talk about in this game, not only does Mega Man have the gears, but Wily has also equipped these 8 Robot Masters with the gears as well. Some of them have power gear, and some of them have speed gear. Ideally, in a lot of the fights, we want to try to avoid those gear phases from happening. So what we're going to try to do here is set up Impact Man in a way so that we can kill him before he uses his power gear phase. So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, the trigger for that is health base. So they want to keep him just above 50% and then finish the rest off. Really nice.
Good job.
And QT
Really
gets
nice.
awesome. Right on.
お、なんかセットアップを使って発狂モードに入る前に倒したってことかな。ですね。
Yeah, both our boys escaped this time. So yeah, we have the movement weapon now of the game. It's very quick, and you're going to see them try to use it as much as possible. We even go to the point where we're going to collect W tanks, and QTT is even going to go to the shop and purchase even more W tanks, and that's just so that we can use more impact. You're also going to see them, when they kill enemies, do their best to try to switch to impact to pick up ammo that the enemies might drop. And that's so that they, again, can get more impact usage. In fact, there's some enemies that are worth going just a little bit out of the way for to kill, just to try to get ammo drops, because it's just that much faster.
Yeah, and one of the things that makes that possible and viable is another change that they added here with this weapon ring system. So normally with a quick swapping Mega Man, you just have L and R buttons, and it'll cycle through the whole list of weapons that you have available. And you can still do that here, but you can also, if you're using keyboard, map each individual weapon to its own hotkey to directly switch to it. Or if you're using a gamepad, the right stick will serve the same purpose. So, like, if Fasta wants to kill an enemy with Buster and then quickly switch to Impact, he can just flick right stick down to equip Impact.
And that's why this speedrun is so fast, because, yeah, being able to switch to any weapon on cue at any time is quite a powerful ability.
Fasta coming up on a mini-boss here, and you're going to see him again using the fully charged Buster and then some rapid-fire shots in order to take him down, probably followed by an impact or two.
Yeah, this fight is a little bit tight timing. You have to open up, wait till his eye opens up before you hit him, and really nicely done there. Also QTT, right on.
Very good.
Yeah. In a couple screens, you're going to see him rush jet up, and that's going to be in order to grab this W tank that's just a little bit out of the way, a little bit out of reach.
Yeah, this is the first W tank that we can grab, and we want to have it ready to go just in case our drops are not as favorable in our next stage, which will be Torch. Fasta gets the nice impact of the spike. That's a really hard one, and QTT right behind him also beautiful. That's a really tricky impact to get right underneath that block.
Yeah.
If you hit the wall, you fall on the spikes, so it's really risky.
Yeah, absolutely. The pile driver, it's super overpowered, but it does have its drawbacks, and it's a fully committal ability. So once you use it, you're locked into the full duration of it, and if you hit a wall, you recoil. So they have to be really careful with where they use it.
Out. This room is pretty notorious. It's early in the run, and in a race, dying in that room is devastating, and they both get through it nicely. It costs over a minute to die in that room, and they both got through it. It's really, really scary, so really nicely done.
You're going to see him abuse the power gear here, and they can actually, the red power gear does damage through iframes. So you're going to see him damage Tundra Man when he's not normally ready to be damaged.
So we saw a little bit of speed gear there from Fasta. Unfortunately, he missed his first double buster, and so that catches QTT
ちょっと差が縮まりました。
now really, really close here after 2 stages.
Yeah, some of these, so every boss, like Chelny said, is equipped with a double gear system, and some of them are like really, really punishing when they activate them. Impact and block being the main two that we absolutely don't want to see. For Tundra, it's not too bad. Most of them will just do like a short taunt and then immediately go into their next attack, and it's not too big of a deal.
All right, into Torch. This stage is actually pretty fun. It's a very long horizontal stage, and there are 3 fire chase sections that if the fire hits you, it's an insta-kill. You can actually freeze them if you get into danger with Tundra, but you also have to remember that you need Tundra's weapon for the boss as well as the mini-boss. So they are going to use a W tank here. You're going to start seeing now why W tanks are important to grab.
Here's the first fire pursuit screen, and you want to just make sure you kill as many enemies as possible to get drops while you don't get caught up by the fire.
Both QTT and Fasta had a little bit of a hiccup in that room, but they both get out nicely. So that's the most important part, is just getting through those rooms.
This stage is absolutely terrifying.
Oh yeah, this is a tense stage. Say goodbye to this mini boss.
Yeah, Sparky gets wrecked really fast by the Tundra weapon, and it's a neat little trick with Tundra is if you slide and jump, you can use Tundra really fast again, unlike waiting for the whole downtime of Tundra. So yeah, really cool.
We can get this W tank grab.
W tank,
Here we go.
real nice
Yep.
jump. Fasta needs to freeze the fireball to grab it.
Yeah, just playing it safe again. You don't want to take a death in these rooms.
You see, that was actually a little bit slower though, and Fast is just a little bit behind now.
But he's already
he's
gone
already
through his
used-
W tank. QTT is now using his. QTT did get some better drops there, so he will have a few more impacts that will help him out here. They could be leaving this room pretty close.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah.
Wow.
All right, into our final fire chase room.
You're going to see him use a Mega Buster coming up here to push this guy back, and another one to open up the shield of an enemy so he can impact straight through him right there.
Yeah, really nice.
Really nice.
Fastest through,
Wow.
QTT's through. Beautiful.
Great stages.
All right. Torchman, the master of Torch Jitsu, is going to show us the ways, but unfortunately for him, we've got a full bar of Tundra.
Yeah, he made the mistake of being very weak to a full screen weapon.
Unfortunately, Fasta did miss one of his torches, so he's to pull out the Buster here a little bit. This is another longer power gear phase. Wow, in sync right there. You want to save Tundra for the last two hits because when Tundra uses his power gear, he goes invulnerable, just like a lot of the other bosses, and you have to either wait for it to end or hit him. Tundra's the only thing that can hit him in that phase, so these guys are very close coming out of 3 stages.
Torchman also just has a lot of weird, like, scattered invincibility frames. You really have to respect his iframes.
Yeah.
Very heavy RNG boss. They're coming into Blastman now, and you're going to see him start using the torch weapon to blow up some of the blocks. There's design ways to go through these screens, but they're going to be trying to blow up the blocks earlier so you can get through the screens faster.
And again, like we mentioned early on, QTT is doing the shop route, which means he's going to have more W tank usage than Fasta. You're noticing that he'll be using a lot more impacts here, whereas Fasta's not using them. And that could affect a little bit of the route. Ideally, the shop route, I think, will end up being faster, but we're still kind of in that process of routing. This game is still fairly new, so there's so much being learned yet with this game.
Like we mentioned before, all of your weapons can also use the power gear. It's not limited just to the Mega Buster. And the blast power gear is actually pretty interesting. It does get a little bit stronger, but primarily what they're going to be using it for is the different angles. So the blast normally will go up and fire down at a 45-degree angle, but using the power blast, or power torch rather, lets you hit some of these blocks and some of these enemies from way off screen. You wouldn't normally be able to do that without using the power gear.
Little fall there. Qttsix is going to go for a pretty tricky rush coil in this room.
Yeah, shout out to the Prissy on this one. Really nice quick coil.
Yeah, very nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
He's just finally using his W tank here. That shows you how good his drops were in this stage.
That was
really solid.
Yeah,
Neck and neck
just
coming
see
into
the
the
power
final
of the additional pile drive.
Oh, so that's a quick death.
It's a very
not
short death.
too
The
bad.
checkpoint is literally right there. But yeah, this room is really tricky, and I apologize for that.
Yeah,
one.
thanks, Johnny.
Yeah, that was my fault. So a little bit of distance. Fasta has a bit of breathing room here, but like that was we're talking less than 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Nothing. He didn't use the coil, which is also helpful. He didn't go down coil ammo.
He used W tank, so he had full
Yeah, right.
coil ammo anyways.
Cheating W tanks.
Yeah, I know.
Man, I swear.
This is such a nice looking fight when done properly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this fight is insane.
He's got the torch, thankfully, again, because of the W tank. Normally, Fasta would have been out of torch if he had made the mistakes. So
Yeah.
that's a nice backup for QTT.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really cool fight. Yeah, that boss fight, ideally, you do with the Tundra and the double busters. Really nice kill that Agoaf came up with, actually. It's interesting how many Mega Man runners
さっきのミスでまたちょっと差開いちゃいました
such a
ね。
short time, even though they didn't fully run the game. It's been a pretty awesome experience routing it.
Yeah, the strat finding was like explosive straight out of the gate. Everybody was running this game.
Oh, absolutely.
But Ruby came back, contributed a whole lot of strats. It was amazing.
Gohan, yeah, a ton of guys.
So we finished 4 Robot Masters now, which means we've got Rush Jet. Kind of like Mega Man 10 and those games where you get Jet after defeating so many Masters. You're going to see them like already fastly using it there to skip some of the ladder climbs. Ladders are actually a really big deal in this game. If you don't have to climb a ladder, you don't want to climb a ladder because climbing ladders in this game is probably the slowest thing. So any little type of jet jump you can do, even at the top of the screen to kind of jump and grab the ladder higher in the next room, is really important.
So if you do see them summoning Rush Jet and you just see a pool,
左の方が
because they're
キーボー
just
ドです
basically using Jet as a platform to jump off of. They don't really want to ride the Jet.
Yeah, especially since Coil and Jet use the same ammo bar, and jumping off of Jet quickly uses 2 ammo, whereas jumping off of Coil uses 4. So yeah, you can get a lot more mileage out of Jet jumps than you can Coil jumps.
By the way, anyone who played this game casually, Blastman destroyed those block puzzles. Sorry you didn't find that out in your first playthrough.
Yeah, even a single uncharged one will still destroy the whole puzzle. It's pretty sick. So So here's our W tank.
Oh,
QTT going
nice
around the
strat.
nice
Nice.
little. It's a little trickier. You got to get around quick before that air nut hits you.
So fastatcc's kill on the mini boss there is another interesting thing in this game. Like Mega Man 8, you can have more than one active weapon on screen, and with the quick swapping, you can really just push out a whole lot of really powerful weapons on these mini bosses, and very few of them have any kind of iframes. So you can just throw a whole lot of them, you know, Tundra, Blast, Block, all at once, and the mini boss just immediately disintegrates.
So they're going to be coming up on a Blockman boss fight really soon, and that's another one where we do not want to see Blockman use his power gear, and they've got a very specific and very difficult setup in order to kill Blockman right before he transforms.
Yeah, it's another sort of thing where you want to set up his HP at a very specific range so that you can get him quick before he actually jumps out of the map. So we'll see how fast this fight here goes. We don't want to see the big boy. Looks
Far
good.
so good.
Just has to wait for it to charge. Right
That's
on.
real nice.
Beautiful.
Now QTT.
Looking good too. Nice.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
That's
Excellent
awesome.
kills.
Yeah. That is a very tight window to let go of that fully charged shot, and if you miss it, you're in trouble.
Yeah, the
Because
fight.
that burns out your gears too,
Yeah.
and then you have
Yeah.
to fight. So yeah, not only do you trigger the terrible phase, but you don't have any firepower to handle it.
Yeah, and he regains health too. He goes right back to full health, and you have to fight that whole second sort of mini boss almost in the middle of the boss fight. It's
Yeah.
really
It's
kind of
awful.
irritating. So here we're seeing QTT. He's going to do his shop trip now. So Fast is going to have a bit of time to hopefully gain some time on him as QTT does this, and then hopefully QTT will be able to recover some of that time with the W tanks when he gets into the stages. But we're into my favorite stage, which is Bounce's stage, and this this stage is awesome.
It is
There's
great.
so much awesome tech, and we're going to use a ton of rush and a ton of impact here, to the point where if you don't have a W tank here, you're really missing out.
Very nice coil jet by Fast there, and you're going to see it again later in the stage. He actually jumps off of rush coil, and with very specific timing, summons down rush jet to land on him.
Yeah, it's really, really tricky to do coil jets in this game. You have to actually despawn coil by switching weapons as soon as you land on him. Otherwise, you can't summon jet in time to actually land.
Say hello to Pump Master K.
Yo, it's our good boy Frog Balloon and his master, Pump Master K.
The encore. All right.
Oh, we almost got it. Yeah. It's the best sound effect, I swear.
Yes, the Fast was trying to do
Beautiful
again the same concept as the Blast mini bosses. We fire a power blast, power block, and power Tundra probably. Torch, I guess. Just like
Nice
that,
fight.
what QTT
Yeah,
demonstrated.
really nice fight there.
But he accidentally swapped to impacts, and that threw things off.
So Fast is using his W tank. QTT's already used one W tank. He's actually going to use a second one here. It's part of the shop route now. You'll notice he gets a lot of jet jumps right near the top of screens, like that one right there. Again, skipping ladder climbing is super important. Kind of an unfortunate drop down there, but it's okay. Like, it's minor time loss.
All right, the rematch with Pump Master K, same impact.
Same sort
Good
of
backup.
blunder there, but it's all good. He's out. Got another coil jet coming up here. We'll see if it goes well for him. Beautiful.
Very nice.
Really
There.
good.
That
Very,
is
very
so
nice.
hard to do.
Grabbing that W tank is pretty important, as Fasta doesn't want to have to go to the shop. Ooh, gets that,
Nice.
gets that
Ammo
lucky
drop.
roulette, roulette drop there.
He is
And,
tricking the game here into thinking he's going all the way to the top of the screen and jump
Yeah.
down. But instead, he actually just up the shaft a little bit and falls back.
Really nice. Yeah, so he's got some impact now to use in some of these other rooms where he would normally be out. Really nice there by QTT as well.
So Bounce Man kind of goes down pretty weak. He doesn't put up much of a fight.
Yeah, we're gonna hit him with a double buster in between the two impacts. Since we don't, you want to use 3 impacts ideally, but I mean, it almost
Yeah.
doesn't change the
Who
point
has
to use
3
the double
impacts?
buster.
Right.
So it's better to try to use the impact somewhere in the stage to go faster, if you can do it like that.
Yeah, and the pile driver actually hits twice. Once when it
Nice.
connects and then once when it detonates.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I think that the detonation ignores iframes.
It
right?
does, yeah.
Yeah, so Bounce Man is actually doubly weak to impact because of the double hits. Very
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Yeah, really easy. If you break him apart with impact like that, then he can also not use speed gear until after that wears off, so he dies well before he can have a chance to use his gear.
These last two stages can be done in any order. Just for convenience's sake, we're going to go into Fuse first, but you could do Acid if you want.
Yeah, you save one input by going to Fuse first. That's it. One stage select input. Ooh, Fasta does get caught behind these lasers. These lasers are on just a sort of cycle timer, but not a big deal. We just kind of deboost through them.
All the cycles start when you enter the room, so there's no global cycles here, but they are still pretty strict, and you lose a good amount of time if you miss them. You'll also see them do some neat tricks coming up here to try and get ahead of certain cycles.
Yeah, there's a strat coming up here Fasta's about to go for, it looks like here. This is a strat that Ohan came up with, so we'll see if Fasta can get it. It's a really tight timing thing to do here. We're going to try to skip past this laser, uses a bit of speaker. He does still get clipped, but it's still good. And then we can just impact across here and try to beat this laser cycle up top.
Nice.
Really nicely done.
Real good.
Yeah, if you do not make it to that rush call fast enough, you are falling all the way back down.
QTT coming up on it too here. Beautiful,
Wow, nice.
beautiful.
That is so hard.
Oh,
no.
That's fine. He's got the impact for it, and he's still got extra, so. It just means that, yeah, he gets caught a little bit by the laser there at the top. Unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Pretty much in this game, if you can impact in a place that you can't slide, you're likely saving time. Any impacts you do over flat ground aren't going to save you as much just because the slide is obviously pretty decent as well.
fastatcc is coming up to probably my favorite quick kill of the game. The Fuse fight looks so good when you do it properly.
Really?
You're going to see him use power and speed gear and the bouncy ball and rush jet.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing some pretty fancy strats here. Fuse is another one that'll implement his speed gear, but we want to kill him before he really gets a chance to use it. Looking good. Very nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
great fight.
See how QTT's fight goes. This is a very difficult fight to learn.
Yeah,
like
it
looks
definitely is.
It looks so smooth, but the hardest part about a lot of these fights is actually managing your gear. Like, not
ゲーム
learning
映
how
像
to
と
do
ゲーム
stuff is such a difficult thing to not do.
When you see him do little taps here on and off, that's just to get a little bit of gear
Yeah,
back.
just to like let it cool off a little bit so they're not gonna go too overboard.
There's so much going on with your weapons too. Like you want to start with bouncy ball and then you want to charge the buster.
今ゲーム音が出てるのが右の画面なんですけ
But
ど
the rush position is also
ずれてますか
The best way to describe it, yeah, like Mumu has the best way to describe it. He called it finger gymnastics, I think. It's pretty much what this game is all about. It's pretty intense. But that's what also makes it incredibly fun. Like, the game is so fast-paced.
Acid coming up on fastatcc's screen is kind of the underwater level of the game, and there are jet streams in some of these screens that'll push them forwards or backwards. When the water's going away from you, you want to use impact to skip as much of it as possible.
QTT got a drop in the first room, which is really nice.
This is another stage where you kill a lot of enemies, so you have a good chance of getting some drops here.
Again, like, even something simple like killing the droppies there is all about trying to get extra drops.
This was a neat little strat, using blast just to hang underwater a little bit, get over those spikes.
Very nice. Here, we're going to throw everything at this one here.
everything.
Take blocks, tanks, bouncy balls, take Tundra, just take it all.
Yeah, many of these weapons have cooldowns on their own, but they don't have cooldowns with respect to other weapons.
Yep.
So instead of using two power blocks, you can use other weapons in the meantime.
Yeah, exactly. So Fasta, unfortunately, didn't get very many drops in his stage, so getting bumped by the mini spider there, kind of a jerk. Yeah, ideally you get drops in this stage and you can go quite a bit quicker. The nice thing again for QTT, he's got the W tanks, so he has a little more free range of being able to go for extra.
Oh man, that was close.
A little bit of a tight
Yikes.
jump there. That was pretty close.
I wasn't worried.
I was. These are both looking like some pretty nice acid stages, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice thing about the acid man quick kill actually is you can't really prevent his speed gear, but it doesn't really help him out that much either. So he's still gonna
saved it.
die pretty quick.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, good.
All right.
When in doubt,
Good
just
decision.
power Tundra. Yeah.
These guys are professionals, man. They got to know their backups. So really good fight there by Fasta.
Very.
And great 8 robo time, sub 23.
Yeah.
We're talking really good pace, so very nicely done.
Yeah, and this is a fight too where you want to use the red shot of the power buster. So you fire the first shot into his iframes. And then
ロ
just
ッ
the
クマ
red
ン
shot into
11
the
の
head.
解説
We'll see
は
that
今いない
Qttsix
です
screen here.
ね。飛び入りで
Yeah,
参
the
加
red
も
shot
大
will
丈夫
actually
なの
ignore
で、
iframes. So you will actually, in some cases, fire the shot early, so that the blue won't even hit him.
Yeah.
The blue will just go into his iframes, but the red will still deal 5 damage, which is great. Here we go. Castles.
This is an intense stage. You are going to be impacting over so many pits, and just one little stray bullet can knock you, and it's probably going to be a death, and you're probably going to go back a long way.
Yeah, I almost don't even want to talk in this stage because it's very difficult. The difficulty of this stage kind of speaks for itself, and this song is a banger, so if you want to turn it up a little bit, that would be awesome as well.
Yeah, and again, the pile driver is fully committal. So if the spacing is off when you start it, you're going to fall straight into a pit, and there's nothing you can do about it besides like pausing or wasting a whole bunch of ammo.
Yeah, exactly. Fasta also got a drop in room 1, which is awesome, so he gets the extra impacts in this room.
Now you're going to see Qttsix use some of the same impacts because he actually has a spare W tank. Fast is all out of W tank, so he has to do the rest of the game without refilling.
We have also probably one of the most difficult rooms here for Fasta coming up right away, so let's see how this goes for him.
There you go. Getting over that bullet. Getting over that
Good.
bullet.
Nice.
Whew.
Nice.
There we go.
That's a terrifying room. There's so many projectiles in that room, and if you miss any of your impacts or jumps a little bit, you can just get hit right into the pit. And since your damage animation is so long in this game, you're almost guaranteed to die. Here we go with QTT.
So we're coming up on a kind of familiar boss that you guys might have heard of before. Has anyone heard of a Yellow Devil?
Really good room. Really good room. He even slid over the spike. Dude, he's a madman. You can slide off that edge and fall on that spike and die. And it's just sort of like a sub-pixely type thing. Good. Every game has to have sub-pixels.
So for the Yellow Devil, we're going to be using the 4-chain blast because 4 of the small blasts actually do more damage than the Power Gear one.
Yeah.
And when Yellow Devil activates Speed Gear, the one in the back is the weak one. We're actually going to attach some blasts to the wall here so we can do damage as soon as he comes
Nice
down.
fight. Nice
Very
fight.
nice.
Really good.
If you don't kill him there, he will start jumping around and doing all sorts of stuff you do not want him to do.
I did like that Capcom did reward you if you knew what the pattern was from Mega Man 1, because it is the exact same pattern.
Oh, is it?
The orbs come out for Yellow Devil, yeah. Looking good.
Another good fight.
Right on. Excellent. So, Wily 2 is also a fairly difficult stage. This is a stage where we really benefit from extra ammo drops. So, Fast is definitely going to be fishing for drops here as best he can. Gets a little one there. It's anywhere you can get an extra one, the better, because nice. There you go.
Yeah, all right.
The more impacts you get, there's so much non-sliding space in Wily 2 that it can be tricky. Another one, dude.
Wow.
He's getting the that's exactly what you want. Again, QTT also wants drops, but he does have his W tank in reserve, so he's going to have a little more freedom to just go for stuff early without any hope of drop.
This Sniper Joe room is really scary, just jumping between the bullets to grab the ladder.
Especially since if you die, you go back to the beginning of the stage.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the checkpoint is right after that. It's really rough. Ooh. Yeah, a lot of power torch, a lot of power impact, a lot of blast. This stage has... This room actually that Fast is entering here is one of the coolest looking rooms, I think, in the whole game. There's a lot of weapon swapping really fast here. Jet, please.
Thanks, Johnny.
You know. Dog! All right, Rush.
You didn't pet him.
It's not Dog's fault.
He thought he was supposed to be dealing damage to the tower is what it was.
Right, he was ready to be thrown.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to impact between these, but Fast is going to take it a little bit slower. That's going to give QTT a little chance to catch up a little bit here if he can clear these rooms better than Fast did.
Yeah,
by the way,
beautiful screen.
This climb is so scary. Those things are instant death, and if you fall down, there's very little to save you.
Yeah, QTT's ammo looks really good here, so see if he can get any drops. There is a slightly faster kill. I can't tell if he can go for it. Is that
キーボードは左の方ですね。
So Fasta might be one ammo most short, unfortunately.
So you're going to see him use bouncy balls to open up.
右の方がコン
and
トロー
then
ラーでプレイ
impact
し
to
て
deal
ます。
damage to the core, which is the weak spot. Baiting the laser
Solid
out.
fight. Solid fight. Yeah, having a third impact only really makes the fight 1 second-ish faster. But oh, he did have it, dude.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he did. He did.
Maybe just wasn't practiced on it.
No, he was.
Oh, well.
Good fight.
Nice. Very good.
Fight.
All right, refights.
Here we go.
The last stage is basically just a short tunnel that leads straight to refights. So they're going to have to do them all again, including the scary ones we talked about. Going to have to fight Impact Man again. Going to have to fight Block Man again. And there's going to be some faster kills that may go for now that they have access to all the weapons.
Yeah, Tundra is surprisingly useful for a lot of these bosses. You're actually going to see Fasta open with Tundra on impact. It does 4 damage, so he doesn't have to do a Charge Buster and a Lemon. He just does 1 attack, and it allows him to try to kill impact 1 full cycle faster. Let's see what he gets here. It's a jump. It's a little harder to do with a jump. He gets it. Nice. Excellent. It's harder to do with a jump because you actually don't have enough time to squeeze it in, and that's why you see him swap speed gear on for a very short amount of time at the end of the fight so that that Buster has time to hit him.
Yeah. And again, you can't have both power gear and speed gear active unless you use the double gear.
Oh, just a little bit too early.
No escape for QTT as he's got the power gear version now for Impact Man. This costs a fairly decent amount of time, as you can see, because he's invulnerable during this whole phase. I appreciate him for showing it off, though.
Yep.
Behold, power Impact Man.
So going through these again, and most of these are going to be the same, but we are going to see some differences come back to Tundra, and probably again on Torch, you're going to have to see them use the Buster because they will actually run out of Tundra.
Yes, Tundra's so good in refights that we don't have enough. So the Torch fight, or the Blast fight that we did earlier, and the Torch fight earlier are going to be slightly different because we don't have as much ammo.
Looks good for Blockman so far.
Right on.
Very nice.
Excellent. Nice fight there by QT. Acid's fairly straightforward, but man, it just looks so good.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we had a $250 donation from Mr. Cab196. It says, time for Mega Man to make an impact at Summer Games done quick before we're stuck in the tundra again.
Excellent. No kill there.
So light some torches and have a blast. This Mega Bach is sure to put a bounce in everyone's step. Just don't blow a fuse, don't get acidic, and save some frames.
We didn't see the golem, thankfully, there. It's really scary. Like Sage mentioned it earlier. It's a really tight timing trick, so you really got to focus for that.
fastatcc, by the way, a little bit of trouble getting through Tundra, so QTC is right on his tail, just about a boss behind, and just looking for an opportunity to catch up.
So getting that Buster hit in. Oh, he just missed
too early.
He's going to have to watch the entirety of now the remaining power gear phase of Torch, and then try to get his last hit in. There he goes. Okay. So, bit of a mistake there. Doesn't cost as much time as Block or Impact, but gives QTT a little more life. So this fight on Blast is also a little bit different. Like I said, he doesn't have Tundra anymore, so he's going to actually use Torch and double Buster shots here. Really nice kill. Yeah, really only the length of one Robot Master and refights behind. Like, this is still very close. Still pretty close. There's a couple things that we definitely have to watch out for in the actual stage.
手元を映さないのは単純にカメラが足りてないとか、そんな感じの理由じゃないかな。あとはレイアウトの問題とか。
So you want to make this platform here.
Utilize
There
the
we
speed
go.
here. Very nice.
If you fall down, you're dead.
Definitely a tricky jump there.
And they're going to try and make this platform cycle. So you're going to see them impacting and using Rush to get through without waiting for the platforms. You can just barely make a platform cycle And if that one cuts you off, you have to ride this thing all the way down this long hallway very slowly.
Validated the run with the bouncy balls.
I think these guys were in Twitch Rivals.
Yeah, shout out to Twitch Rivals.
I think. I'm not 100% certain. Just guessing.
Names sound familiar.
Yeah. So, Wily Machine and Capsule now back to back. Surprisingly, now we finally get to see Acid Barrier. It's actually very strong against Wily for both phases, so you're going to see it used. Really nice machine kill there by Fasta. So just Capsule and that's it. Time's coming up on final hit.
He has to actually use the shield to hit Wily. He cannot shoot. It doesn't do as much damage.
Here's one hit there. Ooh, this could be really good.
と右の方が終わりました。
Real nice, beautiful. 33, dude.
33.
Wow. What a beast. QTT right behind him here as he finishes off his machine. And it's going to be a low to mid 34 also. Just amazing time.
Yeah, super good runs.
Nice use of
2
flash.
人とも終わりました。
Damage.
Yeah. GG.
Time.
Nice.
What a run. What a race.
Excellent job. Yeah, no, like they said in the interview, hadn't had a new Mega Man game in like 8-9 years.
Yeah.
But, man, they knocked it out of the park with this game. This
11's
game is
amazing.
phenomenal.
I believe it's also on sale right now.
Is it really?
I think it's
Awesome.
$9 right now.
Shout out to Capcom, man.
Yeah.
We're ready for Mega Man 12. Please. more Mega Man. Great job, guys. Excellent runs.
Yeah,
Absolutely
amazing
incredible.
runs.
Those are not easy times to get. A 33 is amazing.
Yeah, 33:47 is definitely better than most people.
Yeah.
So there's only like 4 people that have a time that's better than that in the world. So great job, guys.
And there you have it. Great job, guys, in that amazing race. Coming up next, we got some Tetris Effect with Hard Drop. You do not want to miss it. I'm going to read a couple of donations I unfortunately did not get to go through.